All right, hi there, Martin guitar fans. Dick Allgaier here. Today is 1 April 2023. I want to give you an update on the repair work to my pristine, original finish, all original 1938 Martin D45 guitar. Well, it's not exactly pristine anymore. Then that's the story behind this. It's an interesting story, and I might want to get your advice on a little repair work. So, Holy Grail guitar, collector's item, very, very expensive. I had to cash in a lot, most of my 401k to afford this guitar, like high six figures. It is a Martin D45 built in 1938 with the original pickguard, original finish. It has had a neck reset, but just a little bit of play wear. This thing it was just beautiful. So Tommy Emmanuel was in town, and I wanted to show him this Holy Grail guitar. I thought, I bond with Tommy Emmanuel over this great guitar. Maybe he'd play it a little bit. So I did the backstage meet and greet thing. I got the ticket to that. And here we are, we're backstage, and Tommy's got his Sharpie pen, and he's signing guitars. And we're talking guitars and having a good old time. So it's my turn, and I pull out my original finish, pristine, excellent condition, 1938 Martin D45, and I'm showing it to Tommy Emmanuel. And the guy behind me sees it and goes, "Oh my God, look at that, where did you get that?" So I turned to him, and he's asking me, like, "How did you get that?" I said, "Well, this Japanese collector had it, and I actually flew to Japan, I traded in Bitcoin." And while I'm telling him about that, I noticed something out of the corner of my eye, and Tommy Emmanuel, while we're talking, as I said, was signing guitars with his Sharpie, and he signed my all original, excellent condition 1938 Martin D45. There it is with his name in a Sharpie. So if I have a pristine 1938 Martin D45 pre-war, does that enhance the value to have Tommy Emmanuel's signature on it? I asked, and some people said actually it doesn't really help the value of that. So I thought, well, I got to take that off. How can I do that? So I got a hold of a Black & Decker hand sander, and I was trying to figure out which would be the proper grade sandpaper to use. And I fired it up, and I was trying to have a light touch because I just wanted to take the signature off. So it was hard to get off. I had to go deep, a little bit deep, and I got the signature off, and you can kind of see where some of the original finish was off, and it slipped. I got a little bit deep. There's a little bit of a hole in the top now. So what to do about that? First of all, I didn't like that spot where it didn't have any finish anymore, so I went to Home Depot and I got some varnish and a good paintbrush. So I varnished that over, and it didn't exactly blend in like I wanted. It still has that hole. So what I'm going to do, I looked online and I found some this is spruce plywood. It's 3 1/8 by 4 by 8 spruce plywood. And this is where I want your advice. Should I trace the hole and try to make it exact and like fit it in, and then I could put something on the back of it and staple it in, or maybe use some Elmer's glue? Or what would be your advice on how to do this? Like, should I do it from the top or the bottom? Is staples going to be good thing? So any advice you have, let me know, and I'll keep you up to date on this, on the repair work to this fine old guitar. I think we'll get her back in playing shape. Worst thing is, I consider it mojo,